Hey guys, if you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome here. I did a video the other day where I used the term something along the lines of we come to the table with the answers and we kind of forget what the questions are. And that makes sense to me in my head. But I thought I would explain to other people where that doesn't make sense. I'll explain it and then sort of show how it relates to the larger context of issues in our country. We all agree that we don't like abortion. I mean, I know that the people on the right accuse the left of, seriously, somebody said this to me one day. You think it's okay to kill babies all day long, every day. So what do you care about? And then XYZ, whatever the topic was. And I think they legitimately think that. No, I don't think abortion should be used as the first offense in birth control. I think that's an issue between a woman and her doctor and should be reserved for medical reasons. So if we all agree about that, that's our answer, right? We don't like abortion. Now, if we can all sort of agree that we don't like abortion, but it should be available in reasonable situations, a woman should have a right to choose. She has a right over her own body. That's personal autonomy. That is a human right. If we all agree on that, then what are the questions that we need to be asking? We need to be asking, why are so many women getting pregnant and having abortions to begin with? Is it an issue with birth control? Well, what could we do about that? Well, we could offer free birth control. Some people didn't know they could get pregnant one time. There's still a lot of misinformation about sex. How do we target that? Well, we offer genuine sex education in school. A sperm and an egg make a baby. And people need to understand what women's cycles are. We all need to have a basic understanding of the things that we live day in and day out. Why does one side want to suppress all of that and pretend that it just doesn't exist? Because if we were doing all of the right things and asking the right questions, we could prevent all of the abortions that we agree that we don't like. Sex education, free birth control. Republicans are always shutting this down. And then they made a huge effort to shut down Planned Parenthood, even though Planned Parenthood offered services, all kinds of services. Abortion was a tiny percentage of what they did, which shows you that the issue isn't really about women's health. It's all in controlling women. Well, we all need to wake up to that. So anyway, that's sort of what I mean when I say, we all come to the table with the answers. And on the left, I feel like you're going to say it should be legal and it should be between a woman and her doctor. And that's personal autonomy. And the right is saying absolutely not. And then doing all of these things that are negative to women. Women are dying. It's not about the women or the babies. It's about the control. So, not just with this topic, but with others, we need to be asking the right questions to get to the answer that we need. So I hope this sort of helps just reframe the way that we think of things and look at things within politics and social issues. I would love to hear anything in the comments. Otherwise, I will be back for more later. Peace out.